something wrong.
The Nun 2. In 1956, Father Moret and Jacques play out their everyday tasks at a congregation in Tarascon, France. While examining an unsettling influence, Moret is raised high up, set ablaze, and consumed to death. Meanwhile, Jacques looks as he clutches the minister's rosary. Following the occasions at Holy Person Cartha's religious community, Sister Irene currently serves in a cloister in Italy. Maurice works at a life experience school in France, where he has befriended a youthful Irish young lady named Sophie, as well as an educator and her mom, Kate. Irene has a dream of Maurice requesting that she save him, and the following day, she is requested by the cardinal to explore a series from passings across Europe. While Irene goes to Tarascon, Sister Deborah, a youthful fledgling, joins her without consent. During the train ride, Deborah communicates her trouble in tolerating supernatural occurrences, like the genuine presence of Christ in the Eucharist, while Irene makes sense of for her honest the significance. At Tarascon, Irene has a dream where she follows Jacques into a back street yet winds up getting gagged by Valak, the evil spirit who appears as a religious recluse. The following morning, Deborah lets Irene know that she had met with Jacques and he had given her dad Moret's rosary. Simultaneously, in the life experience school, Sophie is harassed by her cohorts and secured in the unwanted church of the school where nobody is permitted to enter. The domineering jerks advise her to take a gander at a window with a goat on the mosaic, and guarantee that in the event that she turns away, Satan will seem to torment her. The sun radiates through the mosaic and makes the eye of the goat sparkle red. Irene and Deborah travel to Palais de Papes and meet with a custodian who lets them know that the evil spirit they are exploring was a heavenly messenger dismissed by God, and that the seal on the rosary is the family peak of Saint Lucy, who was martyred by an agnostic. However, she was set ablaze by the agnostic. She supernaturally didn't kick the bucket. Saint Lucy's family safeguarded her eyes and scattered all through the world. The curator proposes that the evil spirit is killing the relatives of Saint Lucy since it needs this artifact, the eyes, which were last known to be put away in a previous religious community, which is uncovered to be a live-in school in the current day. Irene and Deborah go to the school to track down Maurice, in trouble with Sophie and Kate. Irene lets Maurice know that the evil presence is within him, and is crushed by the disclosure, yet is then taken over by the devil and goes after Irene and Deborah, prior to being thumped oblivious. Inside the sanctuary of the school, Sophie shows Irene, Deborah, and Kate the game her colleagues made her play, and Deborah utilizes a spotlight to make the eyes of the goat on the mosaic shine red. The red light focuses toward where the eyes of Saint Lucy are covered, and Irene tracks down the artifact. Deborah and Kate are isolated from Irene and Sophie to shield the school children from an evil presence goat. Affected by the evil spirit, Maurice escapes and goes after Irene, while Sophie snatches the artifact and takes off. Maurice pursues Sophie and causes the ringer tower working to fall. Irene tracks down Sophie inside, and Deborah reunites with the pair. Deborah concedes that she has seen a marvel and has confidence. Irene utilizes the artifact against Maurice until he figures out how to hold it himself. He lifts Irene in the air and sets her ablaze, yet she doesn't consume as she understands that she is a relative of Saint Lucy and can tackle a similar power related with the artifact. Irene and Deborah start to ask the expressions of organization utilized in Christian festivals of the Eucharist and barrels of wine present at the previous cloister become the blood of Christ. As the blood of Christ splashes Valak, the devil perishes and is accursed back to damnation.